Have you ever heard the saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer? Well, today's story might just make you rethink that. It's a classic tale that's more relevant now than ever, especially in a world full of sweet-talking salespeople and online scams. It's the story of the wolves and the sheep. Picture this, a beautiful, lush pasture, green as far as the eye can see. A flock of sheep are grazing peacefully, munching on clover, not a care in the world. Life is good. Why? Because watching over them is a team of loyal, brave sheepdogs. These dogs are the ultimate security detail. Day and night, they patrol the perimeter, their sharp eyes and even sharper teeth keeping any and all threats at bay. And there are threats. Just beyond the edge of the woods, lurking in the shadows, is a pack of wolves. They watch the sheep with hungry eyes, their stomachs rumbling. Every day they see this delicious, woolly buffet just wandering around, and it drives them crazy. But every time they try to get close, the dogs are there, barking, growling, and chasing them back into the forest. The wolves know they can't win a direct fight against the dogs. They're outnumbered and outmatched. The sheep are perfectly safe, all thanks to their faithful guardians. But wolves are not just strong, they're cunning. They get tired of being hungry. So the leader of the wolf pack comes up with a brilliant, devious plan. Instead of using their teeth, they're going to use their words. One evening, a few of the wolves stroll casually towards the pasture, but they stop just out of the dog's reach. They put on their most charming, friendly faces. "Hello there, dear sheep," one wolf calls out, his voice smooth as silk. The sheep look up, a little nervous. The dogs start to growl, suspicious. "Please, please," the wolf continues, holding up a paw in a gesture of peace. "We come to talk, not to fight. We've been thinking, why must there always be this hostility between us? We're all just animals trying to live in this forest together." The sheep are intrigued. This is new. Usually the wolves are just snarling shadows. Another wolf chimes in, "Exactly. We have no quarrel with you, you're lovely creatures. The real problem, if you think about it, is these dogs." He points a claw at the guard dogs, who are now barking furiously. They're always stirring up trouble, aren't they? They're aggressive, loud, and they're the ones creating all this tension. "I bet if it weren't for them, we could all be the best of friends." A third wolf nods eagerly. "Imagine it. We could play together in the fields. We could share stories. We could protect you from other dangers. Just send the dogs away. Get rid of them, and you'll see what wonderful neighbors we can be. Trust us." The sheep start to murmur amongst themselves. The wolf's words sound so reasonable, so nice. Maybe they were right. The dogs were always barking and making a fuss. They were a bit intense. The sheep started to think, what if the dogs are the problem? What if the wolves have changed? The idea of having powerful, new friends like the wolves was very appealing. They were so easily fooled by the sweet promises and the friendly smiles. So the sheep made a decision, a terrible, fateful decision. They gathered together and told the dogs that their services were no longer needed. The dogs were shocked. They tried to warn the sheep, to explain that the wolves were liars, but the sheep wouldn't listen. "You're just jealous," they bleated. "You don't want us to have new friends." Heartbroken and confused, the loyal dogs had no choice but to leave the pasture. As the sun set that evening, the pasture was quiet. Eerily quiet. The sheep grazed, feeling a little smug about their decision. They had been so clever, so diplomatic. They were modern, progressive sheep. And then, from the shadows of the woods, the wolves emerged. Not just a few, but the entire pack. There were no charming smiles this time. There were no sweet words. There were only sharp teeth and hungry eyes. With no dogs to protect them, the sheep were helpless. That night, the wolves had the grandest feast of their lives. The moral of this story is simple, but incredibly powerful. Do not give up your true friends for your sworn enemies. This isn't just about sheep and wolves. Think about it in your own life. Who are your dogs? They're the people who tell you the hard truths. The friends who warn you when you're about to make a bad decision. The family members who have your back no matter what. They might seem overprotective or critical sometimes. They might bark a little too much, but their loyalty is priceless. And the wolves? They are the ones who tell you exactly what you want to hear. They flatter you, they make big promises, and they try to isolate you from the people who genuinely care. They might be a toxic partner, a shady business associate, or a fake friend who smiles to your face but has their own selfish agenda. They try to convince you that your real supporters are the problem. It's so easy to be fooled by smooth talk and empty promises, but genuine loyalty is rare and irreplaceable. So, the next time someone tries to turn you against your oldest allies, remember the story of the sheep. Value those who have proven their loyalty, and be wary of those who offer friendship too easily. It could be the most important lesson you ever learn. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more classic tales with modern lessons. See you next time.